Welcome back to the SLC official YouTube channel. I'm going to be showing you today the best cars to take to any type of car meet. Now see, these cars are going to be based off of, in no particular order, based off of the amount of customization you can do, the amount of personalization you could do, performance, any and every aspect of car meets. So it's like every aspect of it. Interior, exterior, wheels, everything. The first one is obviously the most common one, which is the Elegy Retro. I would say this one right here just because anytime you have one of these cars at a meet, it's good. JDM meet, regulars, classic meet, since it is a classic. It's basically the overall like go-to car if you don't have anything else. Right now, I think they're doing like a $400,000 upgrade price for Benny's right now, I think, just for this week. But this car right here is possibly the best. I mean, you can customize everything on this. Skirts, diffuser, rear diffuser, front splitter, hood, engine bay, interior. And I say I keep mine pretty simple, but you could always go crazy with it if you want. Race build, clean build, rally build, whatever you want to do. Just do one thing and always keep one exhaust, because it's not made for two exhausts. I don't know why Rockstar put that in there. But that's probably in no particular order, but I would say that's the number one. But the second one is the Jester Classic. This is always a fan favorite just because of it's based off the Toyota Supra. In terms of personalization, it's really good. I would say more with the interior, more with the type of skirts and kits and everything. I do like the liveries, but I like it simple like this. This is probably the best like this. But it's good. The third one on this list, in no particular order, would be the Warner, mainly because it's just classic JDM. Classic JDM. I have mine in like a more of like a classic C10 Skyline look. I will put a modded color on this later, but for right now it's perfect how it sits, just like this. The next one is the what is this? Dinka Sugoi. It's like the newer Civic. If you paint it white, you put the red interior and the red secondary with the little body kit on here, you can make it look like the Type R. This one right here is extremely quick when it comes to acceleration. Possibly the fastest front wheel drive car that's on this game right here. It's extremely fun to drive. It's really quick. It's really great. The only downside to this is that you can't lower it. I know some of you guys in the comments are probably going to say, oh, you got to use the bulldozer trick, or there's another trick to do it, but just shooting the wheels or shooting the fenders like everybody else does, it doesn't lower. But it's perfect how it is. All it needs is just to be lowered, but it's perfect. The amount of customization on this is pretty crazy too, so you could really do anything you want with this. Race build, track day build, everyday build, whatever you want to do. Just a car meet build like this as a regular Type R build, it's perfect. Next one is I think this is the Dinka also, but yeah, it's a Ballista Canjo. One of the best cars I ever put on here, and that only like $500,000. You can't go wrong with this. I've tried to base mine off of like Hector's from the first Fast and Furious, but I doubt it's gonna stay like this past like a week, because I change my cars up every week to different colors. But this right here is possibly the best bang for your buck when it comes to cars for car meets. You throw a simple build. You throw simple interior on here, like I have a simple interior. I love the seats like that. They just look perfect. I don't know what the hell's going on in the back, but it's the front. Everything in the front is amazing. It's perfect. But this is definitely a car here. The amount of customization you can do on this is you could do a regular everyday. You could do a track build. You could do straight time attack, extreme time attack, and everything, and just go all out with it. You can. Really, really great. Really, really great. Possibly one of the best cars I have ever added on this game. The next one will be the Silvestra. This right here is I think 900k, but it's definitely worth it. You can make this into like a clean JDM build like the Warner, or you can make this into like a Bozazoku build. You can make it into a Kaido racer. You can make it into whatever you really want to make it into right here. I know somebody had said that these are Mustang tail lights. I don't really think those are Mustang tail lights. I can see the resemblance, but I don't. You just let me know, because I'm on the fence about that one. It is modeled after, I think, the Mazda MX3 or RX3, one of the old ones like that. I think it's something like that. I think it's RX3. I don't think it's the MX, but it's something like that. But it's really good for the price too. If you have 900K and you just want to take something simple, you don't really have to do anything to it. You can just bring it as is, just like that, to a meet, completely stock, and it'll look perfect. The color really doesn't do it no justice. You can put so many different builds on this, so it's literally insane what you could do with this car. So it's definitely worth it. So far you have the Elegy, the Jester Classic, or the Elegy Retro, I'm sorry, the Jester Classic, the Warner, the Sugoi, the Kanjo, and the Silvestra. And the next cars are the, I believe, let me see. I don't know how my garage is set up. I was a Spectre. This right here is possibly the best wide body car that's on this game. I've seen people make this look like the infamous Killionaires BRZ or FRS, whatever it is, with the white and the purple, or just one base color. It's one of the best cars that you could get for stance meets if you really want to be outside the box. You don't really see this too often, so it's definitely one of the best cars to get. Get a clean color on it, put a nice interior on it like that, and it'll look perfect. The only downside with this is that it's not really as fast as I want it to be. You could double clutch it, but it's not really as fast as you want it to be. But it's up to par. Like if you wanted to cruise with it or just keep up with somebody, it's up to par. This is definitely one of the ones that I'd pick. This is the Comet Retro. Now this right here is RWB screaming at you. This is probably the second best wide body car that's on this game. I wouldn't say wide body really. I mean, it has over fenders, but it's not really like this. You know, you can't really do like this or like what the Silvestra is. You know, but this is one of the best cars that you could get on here for meets. Everybody loves these cars, but just keep it simple. All these cars have to be kept simple. They can't be putting white walls and Benny wheels on it and everything. And rule of thumb is that if it's modded, it does not mean it's clean. At least that's how I go by. So, but this is one of the best. Top speed runs shatters it. I don't think I've ever lost to any other sports car in a top speed run, not counting the Pariah or GTO or electric cars, just because those are just too overpowered. But this is definitely one of the ones right here. The control on this thing, everything it's immaculate. It's perfect. The next one is the Comet SR. I use this for the Midnight League, which is the racing, like one-gun races on the highway and everything. And this is possibly one of the fastest ones that I've ever had. The control on this is amazing. This is perfect to take on race days or race meets or track meets or anything, whatever you're going to do involving racing on the asphalt. This is perfect, dude. This is perfect. The way I have mine set up is just weird because I have it set up on like an older model of a Porsche. But this thing right here, it hauls ass. Like, you cannot touch this. If you know how to drive it, you cannot touch this at all. It's really great. I wish they had more personalization as far as liveries and everything with this. But if you keep it simple, it's perfect and everything. But right here is the last one, which is the Sultan Classic. This one's really great on customization and everything. Like, you could do so much to this. It is a 4-door though. I really wish that they made a 2-door of this. I would involve the other Sultans on this list, but they're the SR, or not the SR, the RS, sorry. It's just too common. Everybody sees all those all the time. It's really not anything new. I know it's the same thing with the Elegy, but the Elegy can do so much different stuff to it. Y'all can fight me about it in the comments. I don't care. But the Sultan Classic is possibly the best right here. You can make this into a VIP. You can make this into a track. You can make this into a daily. You can make this into just a stance. I have mine at the stance to where it's fitted. You could do it where the wheels are extremely cambered out, and I wouldn't advise that, mainly because I just don't like the look of it. I like something that's just like simple like this right here. I will be changing this up and everything. I usually don't keep my car like this black because I feel like black on gray or black on black is just distasteful. The only reason I keep this car black is because of the racing and everything. I try to keep it low key. But the Sultan Classic is possibly one of the best cars that you could probably get to. So if you ever wanted to go to a meet, whatever meet it is, you have options. These are the best cars that you could get for meets right here. You need something on the go, you need something to just take to a meet last second thing, or you go to community meets and people blow your shit up or whatever, I don't care. but this is definitely something I'd like to see myself get blown up in if I ever decide to go to a community meet again. So the Sultan Classic, the Comet SR, the Comet Retro, the Spectre, the Elegy Retro, the Jester Classic, the Warner, the Sugoi, the Ballista Kanjo, or the Silvestra is possibly the best choices that you have in terms of cars for car meets. Keep them simple, or if you're gonna do a race build, then just go all out on race. Don't half-ass it. At least that's how I do it. But I keep my cars simple. No liveries most of the time, unless it's a Bozozoku build or something like that. I keep the crew logo on the cars that I race, like these two right here. And that's really all about it. They're about the best cars in the game in general, mainly because they're modeled off of like the real life cars, and they actually didn't do such a shit job. Like there's some cars on here that are modeled off of real cars and just complete ass. But these cars are possibly the best that you could get as far as going to meets, stance meets, JDM meets, Euro meets, anything like that. I mean, if you have these cars in your garage, just these, what I think 10, then you're set. You're set for any meet that comes your way, except for a muscle meet. And if you want to see the best cars from muscle wise, because these are more like tuners and Euro cars, if you want to see the best cars from muscle meets, you could definitely suggest that in the comments and I'll make a video for that. But as far as right now, you have the information. Do what you wish with it. If you want to get into meets, or if you want to get into any type of car events or car shows, anything like that, look up Stanced Out Crew on Instagram. I do not usually see my comments, so you can always just DM me, and then I'll get back to you showing you what you need and everything like that for meets and everything like that. But for right now, hope everybody's staying safe, self-quarantine, play GTA like I am, and hope you guys have a great day.